Well, that's just about the cutest thing ever. Seriously, how could anyone not find these guys absolutely adorables? Hey there, my name is Soundrak, and here's a quick little video covering the DST character update for everyone's favorite spider boy, Webber. For the single player version of Webber, be sure to check out part 2 of my Reign of Giants characters guide, but at the time of the making of that video, it was known that the Webber update was coming soon, and here it is. As is standard with character refreshes, Klei also released a video short that gives us some insight into Webber's background. A kind-hearted boy, he was frustrated that his father was more interested in his scientific experiments than he was in his son, and shortly after his father took delivery of an unusual specimen from a guy who looked suspiciously like Wagstaff, Webber snuck into his dad's lab, knocked over the case, and was attacked by the spider that was revealed. But rather than being eaten by the arachnid, the strange energy surrounding it caused spider and boy to fuse and become one. Unfortunately, his parents thought he was a monster and chased him away. Ashamed of what he had become, Webber begged for a way to change back, and we can only assume that Maxwell promised him a solution, and eventually brought Webber into the Constant. The DST version of Webber comes with a whole bunch of new toys to play with that aren't present in the single-player version of the game. And conveniently, they are all housed in a Webber-exclusive crafting tab, Spider Care. The recipe for spider eggs is in there now rather than in structures, and in DST it now costs less spider glands and papyrus than in the single-player version. Webber can also craft decorating sets that can be used 5 times to make spider nests into happy little homes. Decorated dens stop growing, cause all resident spiders to be friendly, and greatly decrease the area of sticky webbing. And seriously, look at those happy little smiles! Just don't attack any of these happy little spiders or the decoration will go away and the spiders will go back to normal. But this is a great feature when playing with friends so that your spider friends won't attack your non-spider friends, including Chester. Webber also now has greater control of his spiders. He can use the Webby Whistle to call spiders out of the dens, which is really handy when Webber needs friends during the daytime. The whistle can also be used to call off attacking friends so that they will de-aggro and won't eat any meats on the ground. Great for preserving your loot. Just be sure to blow it really fast after the foe has fallen. And with 50 uses per whistle, this will likely be a staple item for all Warlord Webbers. Just remember that pacified spiders will be pacifists unless specifically told to go fight something, even to the point of not defending themselves if attacked. And the whistle won't stop regular spiders from continuing to fight your friend. By contrast, the Shoo box does exactly what you would think. It shoos away all befriended spiders, returning them to their regularly scheduled activities. Follower spiders from decorated dens will return to being friendly non-followers, and followers from regular dens will revert back to regular spider status. And for combat support, Webber can now craft a healing Glop, which provides a blast of AoE healing that heals Webber for 8 health, but all spiders in the area for 80 health. Great for keeping your spider army in top-shaped fighting form. Note that this will heal all spiders in the area, including any you're currently fighting. And finally, Webber can now craft custom cookies to turn any spider into the type of the crafted cookies, while also making them a follower. These Switcherdoodles are only learned once Webber has befriended the respective subtype of spider, and each Switcherdoodle costs varying amounts of monster meat, silk, and a third custom ingredient for each type of cookie. These things allow Webber to custom tailor his arachnid army for whatever challenge they might be about to face, without having to find those respective arachnids out in the wild. Be sure to experiment with different kinds of spider combinations to see what works best. In addition to his new craftable items, there are a few other powers Webber now has. He can sleep in level 3 spider dens to gain HP and sanity at the cost of hunger, much like sleeping in a tent, but with slightly higher hunger drain and slightly lower HP and sanity gain. But unlike a tent, the den will have infinite durability, so not too bad. Befriended spiders now stay befriended forever unless or until they are shooed away or killed, and no longer have a timer like they used to. However, they won't follow you when you travel between the surface and the caves, but they do seem to wait for you until you get back. In addition to upgrading dens with 5 silk, Webber can now also downgrade dens by shaving them with a razor. He only gets 1 silk back though, and if he shaves a level 1 den it will be destroyed. Now, along with the Weber update, there are a number of updates to spiders in general. Spiders caught in rabbit traps can now be carried live in your inventory by all players, and Weber can also pick up sleeping spiders out in the wild. Once in your inventory, they can be fed, murdered, and even changed into other spider types with Switcherdoodles. Befriended spiders can also now wear all hats in the game, including armor hats. And yes, they will get all the damage reduction benefits of said armor headpieces, making your spiders much tankier against hard-hitting foes. Note that these hats will fall off when the spiders return to their dens. Spiders can also eat all meat-based foods and get whatever perks the food provides, such as healing effects. They can also be healed with honey poultices, healing salves, and mosquito sacs, but can't be healed with spider glands. And finally, there is a new type of spider that can only be summoned by spider queens, the nurse spider. This spider is pretty tanky with 400 HP, but has a weak attack of only 10 damage compared to most other spiders that do 20. But its real strength comes from its AoE healing ability that heals nearby spiders for a whopping 150 health, as well as Weber for 8 health. The heal only goes off every 8 seconds, but get enough nurses nearby, and Weber and his arachnid army turns into the ultimate fighting horde of Don't Starve. But as with the healing Glop, the nurse spider's ability will heal all spiders in the area, including ones they are fighting.
The next day.
So best not to have nurse spiders in the mix if you're setting up a spider civil war. So yeah, Weber got quite a few new perks, and if you liked him before, he's certain to now be even more fun to play as in Don't Starve Together. Kind of makes me want to start playing a lot more DST, which is something that I may start to do in the not so distant future. But that's all for now. Be sure to smash that like button if you want me to cover future updates to DST, or if you otherwise enjoy this type of content, and let me know down in the comments if you found any particularly effective spider army compositions. And until next time, get out there and don't starve.